Hello and welcome to Only Connect. If you're not familiar with the show, well, if you think in terms of The X Factor or Britain's Got Talent, it's not the show for you. But I'll tell you who it is the show for, two fresh teams who've come along to sharpen their lateral thinking on the connecting grindstone. Tonight, those teams are, on my right, Vivian Armand, a freelance researcher who enjoys amateur dramatics and is an enthusiastic member of the Oxford University Historical Reenactment Society. Fergus Butler-Galley, a history student and opera enthusiast who enjoys tasting the ales of Eastern Europe. And their captain, Edward Green, an Oxford graduate and practising lawyer who once had his Panama hat stolen on the night train to Bucharest. All fans of Gilbert and Sullivan, they are the Wandering Minstrels. So is your team looking forward to the music question?
If you stick to music pre-1896, we're fine.
We try to.
Superb.
Are there any areas you're hoping won't come up?
Everything, say, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s music. 2000s.
You know it's not a music quiz, right?
It will be when we start pressing that.
Good luck. You will be facing tonight, on my left, John Dorney, a writer and actor who enjoys swimming and fantasy role-play. Stuart Wildig, an English graduate and IT professional who enjoys analysing television ratings and is learning to play the ukulele. And their captain, Giles Sparrow, a science writer and editor who's written a book about planets that don't exist and was once prevented from boarding a nuclear submarine. All fans of Doctor Who, they are the Gallifreyans. How did your team meet?
We all know each other through the largest online Doctor Who forum, but we only actually got together and met for the first time on the day of the auditions.
So did you trawl the Doctor Who forum for an Only Connect team?
We have our own Only Connect forum or sub-forum discussing it.
That is my kind of community. Good luck. I will be asking the teams to try and find the hidden connections between four apparently random clues. Gallifreyans, you won the toss. You'll be going first. Please choose an Egyptian hieroglyph.
I have Horus, please.
OK. You will be able to see a maximum of 4 clues, but if you come in early, you can get more points. The first clue is coming up now.
That's the Silent Spring.
What's that?
That's the Silent Spring. Is it worth putting a punt on Seasons?
Could be, but it's not its sequence, is it?
Should we take
Another one just to make sure?
No, but it could still be.
Could be.
It could be.
Next.
Hansbury, I don't know.
It could be winter.
Could be winter.
Yeah.
Should we take a punt on it?
Yeah, might as well.
Is it Seasons?
I like to see you coming in with a gamble, but I'm afraid that's not the answer. So I'm going to show all 4 clues to the Wandering Minstrels, who've got the chance for a bonus point.
That's what the answer.
I can't give you long.
CSI, is it?
Yes.
What's your answer?
They've all got crime in the title.
And what do you think those titles are?
A Christmas Crime, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, well, no.
I'm afraid, as it happens, none of them has crime in the title. You went off down the right track, though, Gallifreyans. It is Silent Spring, the first clue. The next one, the Franz Gruber carol Silent Night. The forensic pathology series would be Silent Witness, and that last one denotes a silent letter. So no bonus point, Minstrels, but you may choose your own question.
Twisted Flax, please.
Twisted Flax. What links these clues? Here's the first.
OK. Yeah, I think. Next, please. Tumbler.
Making cocktails. Can it be a term for a tumble dryer? I mean, it's household appliances.
Should I go for the next one?
Yes.
Next one, please. That's all fairground rides, aren't they?
I don't know.
I mean,
Grindr is a mobile phone app, of course, but I don't suppose the others are.
Yes. Next one, please. Flickr. Oh, no, they are. Perhaps they are, of course. They're all websites, but with an E between the 2 consonants that form the end of their name.
They're all internet brands, that's right, if you take out the E. Flickr would be for photo sharing. Tumblr is a sort of blogging platform. Grindr and Blender, I believe, are for, let's say, making new friends. Is there much dating through the Doctor Who forum?
Yes.
Is there?
Is there?
You said that very enthusiastically.
Yeah. Oh, no, there's Doctor Who babies from the forum.
Oh, love among the Whovians. That's a happy story. Excellent. Right, will you fall in love with your next question, Gallifreyans? Which is it to be?
Horned Viper, please.
The Horned Viper. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Make sure I can...
That was
EastEnders.
Yeah.
Is it Carry On actors then, perhaps?
Double Windsor. Yeah, it could be. Should we carry on?
Yeah, might as well carry on and see what...
Next, please.
Darren Stevens. This one where it's a different actor played it later on. There was a second replacement actor because Darren Stevens is from Bewitched.
Ah, of course. OK. Right.
Good.
OK, I'll let John say it.
They were played by more than one actor.
Well, that's right. The original actor was famously replaced, more famously in the case of Darren Stevens from Bewitched. Peggy Mitchell, famously Barbara Windsor. There was originally a different actor. You didn't need to see Christine Kachansky. Where's she from?
Red Dwarf.
Red Dwarf. And Miss Ellie, of course, Barbara Bell Geddes, was replaced by Donna Reed, to the shock of viewers. Yes, all characters who are played by different people. Well done. Back to you, minstrels, for a choice.
2 reeds, please.
2 reads. What is the connection between these clues? Here's the first.
Steve Jobs. So you have Apple.
Yeah.
Right, next, please.
Marcus Garvey. Do you know who she is?
He didn't take over from Steve. No, he didn't take over from Steve
I've
Jobs.
not heard of him, no. It's not a sequence either, so...
Is he head of a fruit-based company? I don't know.
Could be. Next, please. Dave Farwick. I haven't heard of him.
Should we heads of fruit-based companies? Should we get the fourth one?
Yes. 4th one, please.
We'll have been.
Mark Twain.
Are these false names? Are these pseudonyms?
Yes.
Are they?
Well, Mark Twain certainly is.
3 seconds.
Yes. They're not their birth names.
That does not apply to all the clues, I'm afraid. So, Gallifreyans, a bonus chance.
Stuart.
They all had premature obituaries.
They were all the subjects of premature obituaries. That's right. Mark Twain was the one who people said reports of my death are greatly exaggerated. That's a slight misquotation. But yes, obituaries of all of them were published early. Marcus Garvey had suffered a stroke, and it was reported that he died from that, and apparently reading that brought on a second fatal stroke. Dave Swarbrick, do you know who he is?
No.
No?
Sounds like he should be in a band, but...
Yes, that's right, a band. He was a violinist in Fairport Convention, and he said, in response to the news of his premature obituary, that it's not the first time I've died in Coventry. All subjects of premature obituaries. So well done for the bonus, and your choice.
Lion, please.
Lion. The music question. Right, what is the connection between these? You'll be shouting next when you want to hear the next clue. They all have something in common. What is it? Time starts now.
I have to watch the river to see that it doesn't stop. And stick around the rosebuds so they'll know when to pop. Better keep the crickets cheerful, they're really
Next.
a solemn.
Oh, it's this is Oasis and
Is it something to do with
We need
bodies of
another.
water?
Should we move on to another one just because we need another?
Next.
Wouldn't it be nice to, is it, this is The Small Faces. So do you want another one? Another one.
Next.
3 seconds.
lazy.
Is it, well...
Lazy.
laziness?
You don't seem happy with that answer, but it's correct. They are all songs about being lazy. We heard Busy Doing Nothing from Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court. The Importance of Being Idle. That was an Oasis song. Lazy Sunday and the Lazy Song. Bit late for you guys? Would you have got it? Or the music's a bit late?
We would, unfortunately, yes.
You would. Unlucky. You didn't get that question, but you will get the last question of the round, and that's water. I imagine these are going to be picture clues because we haven't seen those yet. What connects the pictures? Here's the first.
This is a possum.
Is it?
Right,
Right, okay.
Next, please. It's a boxer. You don't recognise him? No, it's not. No.
No idea.
Next, please. ballerina. Is that Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy? Tutu. Play possum.
Dance. Is it a dancing possum?
Go for the next, please.
That is called dance. Isn't that Sugarloaf?
Sugarloaf. Now to go dance the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Sugar.
Yes. Sugar.
The answer is sugar. You recognise Sugarloaf Mountain in Rio de Janeiro, the Sugar Plum Fairy. Who do you think the boxer is?
Wasn't it Sugar Ray Robinson or something like that?
Sugar Ray Leonard.
Sugar Ray Leonard, oh well.
And that is a possum in the first one, but it's a specific little fellow called the Sugar Glider. Oh. Sugar is the connection. Well done. So at the end of round 1, the Wandering Minstrels have 2 points, the Gallifreyans have 5. Round 2 is about sequences. There are still 4 connected clues, but the teams may see a maximum of 3 of them because I want to know what would come fourth in the sequence. Gallifreyans, you'll be going first again. Please choose a hieroglyph.
I have horse again, please.
OK, you'll be seeing the first of a series. What would you expect to come fourth? Your time starts now.
Portugal.
Anything?
No idea. Go.
Next, please.
Angola. Geography is not my strong point, so you guys would be...
Anything? Got anything?
Nothing speaking out.
Next.
Mozambique. So it's going to be first or something, obviously, but...
Is it... they are not languages...
Is it
countries
going around...
where they will speak Portuguese, are they?
Could be.
Oh,
Which
could be.
would
So
make
Brazil.
Yeah?
Yeah, go for it.
Is it Brazil?
The answer is first Brazil. For what reason?
Because it's countries where they speak Portuguese in the largest numbers.
That's right, they're lusophone countries. They all have the same official language, in this case Portuguese, and the country where they have the most Portuguese speakers is Brazil. Well done. Minstrels, what would you like?
The lion, please.
OK, what will be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
A1R. Must be toes, I think. Next, please. B1N. Right. B1N. So it goes down for countries, it goes down for people. B1. Reference to something. Shall we just go to the third?
Yeah.
The next one, please. C1B. Well, it's going to be D1 something. RN. Oh, are they colours? I don't know. Working out the definition of colours. So it might be G.
3 seconds.
D1Y.
Not the answer, I'm afraid. So, Gallifreyans, do you want to go for a bonus?
It's chess, and it's like D1, which is the one on the left. It's K. Yeah, K.
I'm afraid it is D1Q. Oh. It is the setup of a chessboard, and in the D1 square is the queen, denoted by a Q. Yes, K would be king, so why is B1N? What's that?
Knight. Because
It's a knight.
It clashes with... Yeah,
The K's already taken, so we say N for knight. But no bonus point, although you were close. Which question would you like?
Twisted facts, please.
The twisted facts. What would be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
Jack Lemmon and Whoopi Goldberg.
Jack Lemmon and Whoopi Goldberg. They in anything together?
Then I don't think they're in anything together. It could be actors, nominations for actors. Because they both...
Should we go next?
Yeah.
Next, please.
Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson.
Number of hosts. Numbers of times they've hosted the Oscars.
So that'd be...
So
Billy Crystal or Bob Hope.
Oh.
Because I know Whoopi Goldberg's hosted it. So,
Next,
just
please.
the amount of times, actually.
Next, please.
So,
Bob Hope.
Bob Hope.
The answer is Bob Hope. And as you identified impressively early, these are Oscar hosts in order of the number of times they've hosted the ceremony. How many times do you think Bob Hope hosted the Oscars?
All of them, mainly.
20?
18.
Yes.
18 times he hosted it. Back to you, minstrels, for a choice.
2 reads, please.
OK. These are going to be picture clues. What would you expect to see in the fourth picture? Here's the first.
It's Florence, isn't it? Yes. Next, please. The rose.
We've got possibly Shakespeare. We've got it could be the name of the rose.
Yeah.
Shall we go for the next one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one, please.
Florence Rose and Delian. It's Cameron who took them in to see a picture of the Cameron Highlanders. Cameron's daughter. Cameron's daughter that was born in St. Delian.
What did we say, Cameron's daughter?
A Cameron who just went to see.
You'd expect to see a Cameron.
A Cameron?
So, for example, the Cameron Highlanders.
Excellent. Or, for example, Cameron Mackintosh. Yes, anything denoting Cameron. And why would that be?
It's his daughter who was born during the election campaign.
It is the daughter of David Cameron, Florence Rose Indelian Cameron. And why is Indelian the clue? Why might you get it from that?
She was born there, and so they chose to name it after her.
That's right. It was in the news, wasn't it, that Mrs Cameron went into labour early when they were on holiday in Cornwall, and they were so grateful to the local NHS hospital that they named their daughter after a nearby village. Gallifreyans, your turn for a choice.
Water, please.
Water. OK, what would be the fourth in this sequence? Here's the first.
5 eggheads. Well, that's the amount of people on the team, isn't it? 5 members of the eggheads. So go for the next one, because we don't know what way the sequence is going.
That's true. Next, please.
4 units. So it's a team of 2.
What,
so 3 is going to be...
No.
Yes, pointless. It has teams of 2, doesn't it?
I think so.
Yes, it does.
2, pointless.
2, pointless, is precisely what we were looking for. I would have taken other things apart from pointless, but what would I want to hear?
The number of people on
the
the team.
That's exactly right. They're quiz shows with decreasing numbers of people on a team, and some kind of show in which there are 2 people on a team, for example, pointless, would be the answer. Well done. Wandering Minstrels, there is 1 question remaining, the Horned Viper. That will be yours. You've probably worked out by now that I want to know what might come forth in the sequence. Here's the first one.
Subdominant.
Is that musical? That's... Yes.
Subdominant. Next, please. Mediant.
It's to do with chords. Chords, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. Subdominant, mediant. Subdominant, mediant. So we'll define dominant.
Well, shall we see the third, just to make sure dominant doesn't come up?
Yes.
And the next, please. Supertonic.
Is it the dominant chord? Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I just recognise the terms. I'm not
Dominant.
Is it dominant?
That's the one.
Primary, is it
My
called?
choir master will have a dominant. Dominant, you were saying?
Yes.
Okay. Dominant?
Not the answer, I'm afraid. There's a bonus chance for the Gallifreyans.
Tonic?
The answer is tonic, and why is that?
Because they're all things to do with musical chords, but I don't think any of us know anything more than that, really.
No.
They're not actually chords. I'm surprised you didn't get this actually on your side. It's the notes of the diatonic scale, but the trick is we're going backwards. So that the first note in a diatonic scale would be tonic, then supertonic, then mediant, and the fourth would be subdominant. And we're going backwards. Do you know what I mean by a diatonic scale?
Oh, yes.
I can pretend I do.
No.
I have no idea at all.
It's like do, re, mi would be
Ah.
a diatonic scale. Who's the main singer on your team?
We're not really singers.
Musical ability has nothing to do with Gilton Sullivan.
Can none of you sing?
Well, we can.
We
and have been
we
made
have
to,
sung.
but we're not singers. It's mainly a capacity for heroic quantities of gin that...
You should have got tonic still then, regardless.
Quite.
So, at the end of round 2, the Wandering Minstrels have 4 points, the Gallifreyans have 13. Round 3 is the connecting wall. There are still 4 groups of connected clues, but this time they're all mashed up together. 16 clues that the teams have to sort into the 4 connected groups. There are red herrings that may fall into more than one category, but there's only one perfect solution. Minstrels, you'll be wandering in first this time, and you have the choice, lion or water.
Lion, please.
OK, you have 2.5 minutes to solve the lion wall, starting now.
Right. So, OK, dictionaries, Macquarie, Webster's, Oxford, Collins. Are there any others?
Male chauvinist pigs, guinea
Percy
pigs.
Good. OK, and old money, florin crown. OK, fine. Well, let's go for old money first. Shall we? Halfpenny crown, florin guinea, and let's try it without crown. Let's try it without florin. And let's try it without guinea. Excellent.
Guinea is a pig.
We've got dictionaries and pigs.
OK, let's ignore the pigs for a bit.
Yes.
Chambers is a dictionary, isn't
James is a dictionary. So which ones does that leave us with, and what do they...
So Webster's,
What's
Macquarie.
their link?
Right, so Clancy, Judd, Percy, Goff. Well, their names
Is
and
Oxford
Collins
red
might be
herring?
in.
Is Oxford something else?
It could be. Percy. Clancy,
Tom Clancy.
Yes, I was wondering about Tom Clancy, but Gough is a cricketer,
Roger.
isn't he?
Yes.
Guinea is a country, but there's no other countries there. Right.
Sounds like a cricketer.
Yes. Well, shall we...
Let's
we
try
count
and
it down.
get
Shall we get...
the
Let's really say about the
Try and get the
pigs.
pigs.
Male chauvinist, Percy.
Guinea.
Guinea.
Oh, Webster's. Is a pig, isn't it?
Let's have a... Sorry, not stuck pig. So we did it without stuck. There we are.
Three strikes and you're out now.
Chambers, Macquarie, Collins, Oxford, Webster. So we have 5 possible dictionaries.
So what's the other group?
I don't know. They're all names, so it's probably
What are
not
we left
Oxford.
with?
Clancy, Gough, Judd, and then Macquarie, Collins, or Chambers.
Chambers is a cricketer.
Okay, they could be cricketers. Shall we try the cricketers?
Yes.
Judd, Gough, Chambers, Clancy. Yes.
You've solved the wall. Very well done. So that's 4 points immediately for the groups, and I'll give you more points for the connections. So the top group, halfpenny or halfpenny, crown, farthing, florin.
It's all old money.
That's right, former coins of the realm. Next group, stuck, Percy, male chauvinist, guinea.
They can all precede pig.
They can all be followed by the word pig. Clancy, Judd, Gough, Chambers.
Are they cricketers?
Well, no, they're not. Darren Gough is a cricketer, but he is in that group in his role as a winner of Strictly Come Dancing. As is Abby Clancy, Tom Chambers, the actor, and Harry Judd, a drummer from McFly. Winners of Strictly. And the last group, Webster's, Collins, Oxford, Macquarie.
Dictionaries.
That's right. So you get 4 points for finding the groups, 3 points for the connections. That is a total of 7. The TARDIS has landed. The Gallifreyans are leaping out in an eager quest for their own connecting wall. And don't worry, we've got one. 16 fresh clues all jumbled up. Needs sorting back out in the exact same way. You're going to get the water wall because Lion's been taken. You have 2.5 minutes to solve it. Starting now.
Rainbow.
Children's
Button Moon, obviously. Rainbow.
Pipkins,
Magpie.
73.
Should we try those?
Number 73?
Number 73 was one as well.
Yes.
Okay, do you want to work those
Yeah, I'll
while
go
we look
through
at the...
it.
Okay.
Thunder Bay.
Kitchener, General...
Racing drivers. Hunt, Hill,
Hunt,
Hamilton,
Moon, Hamilton, Button.
If we keep those for the time being,
Yeah,
I think Ottawa
okay.
might be one as well.
Generals, Kitchener.
We've got Kitchener, Hawthorne, Thunder Bay. Well, what's Thunder Bay? Odds. Odds on? Odds. What is odds?
Are we missing anything in the words? Is there something within the words? Toro, Bull, Ottawa,
Toro, Kitch, Hawthorne,
Thunder Bay, Rain.
Oh, Canada. Toronto,
Canada.
Ottawa.
Oh, Toronto, Ottawa.
Thunder Bay might be in there. And Hamilton.
Could be.
Yeah, could
yes.
be. What were the other ones we're thinking?
And then we've got
Racing
Racing
Drivers.
Do you want
Drivers.
to try Canada and then
And
that
then
might
we'd have-
allow us if we've got
Okay,
Racing
so which
Drivers,
one's Thunder Bay, Toronto,
Ottawa.
and...
Hamilton, I think.
Hamilton.
No.
Okay, how about...
Hawthorne, perhaps?
Should we try it with Kitchener?
Yep.
Thunder Bay, Toronto, Ottawa... Oh, of course, we need Hamilton for the other.
Oh, no, we don't.
3
Yeah, no, we
strikes
need
and you're out
Hamilton.
now.
Oh, right, okay, so we
Okay,
know.
so if we had
Right,
Hamilton,
so-
Hunt, Hill, and Button, that leaves
Which
Moon,
one?
Hawthorne, Odds, and Rainbow.
Rainbow. What do you... Hawthorne. Moon.
Bow, Moon.
Moon.
So go through the ones that we think the
let me
groups.
just
Button,
get the
Hill, Hawthorne,
Button,
and
Hill,
Hill, Hamilton, and Hunt.
Hamilton,
Don't
so that'll
touch
be
those.
Hunt. No,
But so those are the so
okay.
it's Rainbow,
so
Odds,
Rainbow, Odds, Moon and Hawthorne.
Bush, Moon, Bush,
Hawthorne,
Moon,
Bush, Moon, Bush, Odds.
Double
Odds.
Rainbow?
Odd,
What kind
Rain.
of odds? There's got to be something with
Odds
odds.
on Rainbow, end of the Rainbow, end of Moon cycles.
Long odds,
Is it things that go
short
through
odds?
cycles? Is it things with ways of remembering them?
I think so.
Well, try
Short odds, long odds.
Thorn.
You've got 30
They've
seconds.
got words within them. Moon.
Rainbow, odds doesn't.
We're not necessarily certain of the racing drivers.
Where should we
so-
try?
we do that?
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
No, we'll go through it then.
Okay.
No, don't go randomly. So maybe these: Button, Hill, Hamilton, Hawthorne. Would he be one?
Give it a try. No, Button, Hill, Hamilton, Moon.
No. We've tried.
No, we
done it with
tried.
Hunt.
We tried Moon, Hunt.
5 seconds.
Go for it. Go for it.
No, that's not it. Your 3 strikes are out and the time is up. But you found 2 groups, so you'll get 2 points for that, and I'll give you more for the connections. Button Moon, Pipkins, Magpie, number 73.
Children's
TV
programmes.
That's it. They're all ITV children's programmes. Next group, Thunder Bay, Ottawa, Toronto, Kitchener.
Places in Canada.
I'd really like to hear something else.
Is it lakes in Canada? Is that going? Provinces, perhaps.
Province capitals?
You know what, because it's your opening heat, I'm going to take places in Canada, but if you get deeper into the competition, you'll have to be more specific than that. They are all in Ontario.
Ah.
But they are in Canada, so I'll accept it. And you can still get points for the connections in the groups you didn't find, so let's resolve the wall. There you go. Button, Hunt, Hamilton, Hawthorne.
So that's the racing
These
drivers.
are Formula One racing drivers.
That's right, they're British Formula One champions. You didn't know Mike Hawthorne, the first British Formula One champion. And the last one, Rainbow, Moon, Odds, Hill.
They're all things you can be over.
That's it, the expressions over the rainbow, over the moon, over the odds and over the hill. So you found 2 groups, so that's 2 points, and you get 4 points for the connections. That is a total of 6. Let's have a look at the scores going into the final round. The Wandering Minstrels have 11 points, the Gallifreyans have 19. Round 4 is the missing vowels round. We've taken well-known names, phrases or sayings, we've taken out the vowels and squidged up the consonants, and the teams have to decipher what those hidden clues are. They will still come in connected batches of 4, but this time I'm going to tell the teams up front what the connections are. This time, teams, if you get something wrong, even one letter, I'll be taking a point away. So be careful. So fingers on buzzers. The first group are all places where you can store things. Gallifreyans?
Attic.
Correct. Tricky one, an urn. No, too late, an urn. Next clue. Minstrels?
An external hard drive.
I'm afraid I can't give you the point, Gallifreyans.
External hard drive.
That's right, there's no N for Anne, I'm afraid. Next clue. Gallifreyans?
Big yellow self-storage.
Correct. Next category, Olivier Award winners for Best New Musical. Minstrels?
Hairspray.
Correct. Gallifreyans?
A chorus line.
I have to take your first answer. You don't get the point, I'm afraid. Minstrels?
A chorus line.
A chorus line is the correct title. Next clue. Gallifreyans?
Evita.
Correct. Gallifreyans?
Jerry Springer, the opera.
Correct. Next category, noted sports commentators and their sport. Gallifreyans?
Ted Lowe and snooker.
Well done. Gallifreyans?
Eddie Waring and Rugby League.
That's right. I mean, I could give you a fortnight for this one. It's Alan Weeks and ice skating. Next clue. Gallifreyans?
Raymond Brooks Ward and show jumping.
Well done. Next category, they're characters in Cheers. No time for another category because that sound means it's the end of the quiz and looking at the final scores. After getting a little bit unlucky, finishing an honourable second with 12 points, it's the Wandering Minstrels. But the winners with 26 points, it's the Gallifreyans. Well done to you, Gallifreyans. You're straight through to the next round. Wandering Minstrels, you don't go home. You get a sort of sub-next round through which you can go through to the next round. I don't really understand the system, but the point is sooner or later you will all be coming back here. And I use the word here very happily because I'm glad to say, although we've changed channels, we have not changed venues. We're still making Only Connect in beautiful Cardiff, staying true to our principles of cheap studio rates. Goodbye.